Feeling spry, feeling spunky, are we?
No, I'm a grower, not a shower.
Yeah, hanging low today.
Yeah. You want to touch it?
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another series of
Movie Monday.
Movie Monday.
Cinema Boys.
Cinema.
Fantastic Cinema Boys.
Cinema.
I don't know.
Wait,
we'll figure it out.
Wait, I also just realized we're in opposite seats. Is this gonna? So
I think you guys can take a guess at what movie we watched today.
we watched Mike Myers' Cat in the Hat, a beloved film by the community. Dude, this film gets so much hate.
I gotta be so real with you. This is so earnest. This is one of my favorite movies ever. I fucking love this movie.
I know it's gonna be funny because like the previous video, whatever is gonna be up before this, we shat on Minecraft.
Yeah.
Dune, you know, whatever.
My favorite part about this
grew up with
movie,
it too.
a little bit of trivia about this movie, Bo Welch, the director, this is his first and only movie he's ever directed. I think he got thrown in director jail after this one.
That's funny.
He was attached to a lot of really popular movies and stuff, like a ton of early Marvel movies and whatnot, like as like a production designer.
Oh, okay.
But like this is his first directed movie, and
he chose
it didn't end well.
And he chose Cat in the Hat, a
Yeah.
modernized version of Cat in the Hat.
Starring Mike Myers
Yeah,
in the titular role.
Yeah, I don't think you could have cast anybody else.
Apparently he
for that
fucking
role.
hated every second of it.
Really?
Yeah, he fucking hated
Wow.
being in the cat suit.
I'm learning all sorts of stuff about this
Yeah.
film. I grew up with like watching this.
Yeah, I had this shit on VHS. I used to love this movie.
People, yeah, like I said, people hate this movie, and we were inspired to watch this movie because one of our very own blonde boys put him on screen.
Put a little photo of E-Boy, internet shit boy, Eric Chesney.
Internet fresh boy Eric John Ches hates this movie, terrified of Cat in the Hat.
Obviously loves cats though.
Yeah, right. He's got a big fat cat at home. Everybody say hi, Fritter.
Hi, Fritter.
Hi, Fritter. We could do a short little recap of the movie. Do you want to start us off, Mr. Catman?
So, we got a couple of bad apples. Well, I mean, Conrad is the bad apple.
Yeah, Conrad's the bad boy.
He's his single mother, who's I love that Alec Baldwin is her boyfriend, by the way. That's always made me laugh out super hard.
The craziest Alec Baldwin in the world.
But yeah, it's like the single mother. I don't know who she is. She looks familiar.
Yeah.
And it's Conrad and his sister, played by Dakota Fanning.
Yeah.
Cindy
Lou. No.
No.
That's a different.
That's a
That's
the Grinch.
That's the cringe.
What is the girl's name?
I don't remember her name.
The daughter is Sally, by the way.
Sally. Okay, Conrad, Sally, whoever the fuck.
The mom is Joan.
Joan. Okay.
Joan. Yeah, we get a little introduction to them. Conrad's, going down the flight of stairs, causing some havoc.
Yeah, you're established. Conrad's, havoc haver. He's crazy. Joan at work, she has to host a party. That whole
the big catalyst of the entire movie.
big catalyst movie. If she screws it up, she's fired. Fired. I love that guy.
By Sean Hayes from Will and Grace.
Uh-oh, the kids have to behave and don't mess up the house. What do we see next?
We send in Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin.
Who wants to send Conrad to military school.
Yeah, the dreamy love interest of Joan. He hates Conrad. He wants to kill him and send him to military school.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually quite like the set design of the overall world. It's very colorful and pastel-y and pretty.
Very eye-popping. Very.
It's like fake. It's like how like Edward Scissorhands, like everything just feels like fake.
Yeah.
But still very nice. It's kind of like that in a way.
Yeah, it's very fantastical.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, very much eye candy, and I like it too. I like the aesthetic. It's so whimsical and funny.
But yeah, Joan's got to go back to work, and then
Joan's gotta go to work.
Larry's like, Larry just kind of fucks off.
Yeah, Larry's just like, I'm gonna, he leaves or whatever, but he comes back to grab beer and shit.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
So she calls Mrs. Huang.
Yeah.
The babysitter.
Mrs. Huang.
Is this racist?
No, that's her name.
No, but like just her overall character.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Which
Maybe.
we get this really kick-ass scene where they're watching TV and Sally's like, oh no, Taiwanese Parliament.
Yeah.
And this is actually a real thing in real life. I found out where they just kind of beat the fuck out of each other in Parliament in Taiwan.
Really?
It's like it's called if you look up Taiwan Parliament filibuster, this is a common way of how they handle things.
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
I thought that was just, and then see Miss Kwam.
Miss Huang's like, kill him.
Yeah, kill him. And that was one of my favorite parts for Kwam. instantly at that point when she sits down, she's like in a diabetic coma.
Yeah, for the rest of the movie.
Of the film.
That's all you get out of her.
That was the thing I had in my notes. I was worried about her, like, because she was genuinely
she's out
the whole film.
They're riding her, and they're
like, yeah, she's like in a diabetic coma.
This Quam just falls asleep, and they hear like a noise upstairs, and that's when the cat comes out to strike.
Yeah,
the
cat just appears out of nowhere.
Yeah, the cat spawns out of nowhere, and I love Mike Myers. He's just trolling these kids the whole movie.
Yep. You know, he's offered milk. He drinks some milk, and he explodes.
Yeah, he does a little musical sequence where he's like, I can suck this and that. I can do a little that.
Yeah, he starts getting kind of, like,
gets whimsical.
He busts the rhymes out.
Yeah, he does a Busta Rhymes song. Yeah, and then he's like, milk.
Yep.
Then he does blow up. Yeah. He explodes, and then he threatens to sue the kids.
I think it's funny how they just kind of rock with that. There is a grown middle-aged man.
Oh yeah, it only took him like 4 minutes to then come to terms with it.
Like, all right, you know, there's a cat here that just appeared out of nowhere.
The cat makes him sign a contract, just for law purposes.
Yeah, he's got 3 lawyers.
He's got 3 lawyers.
They start causing some chaos, whatnot. Cupcakes explode. Oh God, they gotta clean it up. Then he brings out the box. He's like, I got a couple of treats to show you guys. And we get the most horrifying rendition of Thing 1 and Thing 2 I think I've ever seen.
Yeah. I don't like their voices. Their voices have always terrified me.
And one of them prefers to be called Chocolate Thunder. Chocolate Thunder, which
that has stuck with me all my life. I've always thought of Chocolate Thunder.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite jokes ever. Chocolate Thunder.
Chocolate Thunder. And the cat.
Well, as all this is happening, isn't Conrad like sneaking over to the box?
Oh yeah. They're trying to he brought him to clean up the house, but they start messing it up more. And Conrad's like, I gotta figure out what's in the box.
Conrad's like, oh, what's in the box?
Yeah, exactly.
I like the little lock that's on the box.
Yeah, like the little crab.
Yeah, it's cute. So that thing.
But I want to also preface or say that the one rule the cat has is not to open the box.
You cannot open the box.
Do not open the red box in Conrad.
It's kind of like Pandora's box.
The little shit he wants to open the box.
Yeah, he's a troublemaker. He can't help himself.
Yes. I want to also say in my notes too that it's kind of interesting that the cat is kind of like an eldritch being.
He's an eldritch being, and he's like a self-parody of the cat himself.
Yeah.
It's almost like he's putting on a mask. He's not really the Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
He's like something else.
He's genuinely like a little eldritch god.
Yeah.
Because he brings a box to another dimension. Everything is interdimensional.
But yeah, that little crab lock falls off, and does it get attached to the dog, and then.
Attached to the dog, and then the dog is flung out the window.
Yeah, that's right.
The dog is gone, and then that's.
I forgot that they were playing football. And he's
it's like, and then throws the dog, and so Sally loses her mind. She's like, I gotta get the dog back.
So now they have to go on a quest outside.
Yep. Wow, the box is now slightly cracked open.
Yeah.
There's no locks.
And the things are left there, right?
Yeah,
they left the Thing 1 and 2 there.
Yeah, they're just there because they're kind of in place for when the mom calls. And Quam is like, oh yeah, they're here.
Yeah.
They're so they're on a wild hunt to go find the dog in the city. Larry finds the dog. He's like, I'm gonna go bust your ass.
Yeah.
Goes to Joan and be like, I'm gonna tattle because everybody loves a snitch. And
the kids and Cat in the Hat end up in town.
Yeah, they end up in town. They do a bunch of wild shenanigans and stuff.
I like that scene where they're trying to escape Larry after being caught.
Yeah.
And they go into that phone booth, and it's some sort of secret rave.
Yep.
That the cat is aware of.
There's a secret party going down there.
And he starts dancing with Paris Hilton. Actually, did you notice that? That was Paris Hilton.
I didn't know that. No.
Yeah.
I know what scene you're talking about. I didn't realize.
Mike Myers pulled a baddie for that one.
That's fucking crazy.
They get out, and Cat's like, "This isn't my hat."
Yeah, he starts losing.
This isn't my hat. And so they try to go back.
And they start heading back home because oh man, we gotta clean this up. We got the dog, we got the lock, whatever.
Yeah.
They head back, and the house looks like it's completely fine. Larry runs in.
He's all sneezy because he's allergic to cats. He's
What's up? And then he breaks what was a wallpaper, and it's just another dimension.
It's hell.
Yeah,
it's quite literally
it's the mother of all messes.
Yeah.
But it's just hell.
It's like purgatory for fun people.
Yeah, right. And so, our fellowship is like, oh, we are absolutely screwed, man. The house is just not
The
here.
house is gone.
Yep. So they go through the whole shenanigans of the new dimension that they're in.
Yeah.
We see Mrs. Quorm going down a slide
Yeah.
where she looks like she's still dead. And they ride her. For
Yeah.
whatever reason.
They ride her, and she still doesn't wake up. She doesn't really think about anything.
Yeah. They're in the dimension, the mother of all messes.
They were riding Miss Kwan.
Yep. They go through it a little bit, and then they end up at the box where it's causing all the problem. They have the lock, so I guess they end up closing it. I forgot what happened.
They
I think they just closed it.
I think the girl Sally almost gets sucked in, but then he's like, "You're my sister." They do like a little.
Well,
they have like a little.
You gotta let go.
Yeah.
So she's flying up, and so he closes the box. She falls down. He catches her. Oh, everything's all good.
Yeah.
But
the house is in shambles.
The house is destroyed.
And they're fucking pissed at the cat.
Yeah, they yell at the cat to leave.
They're like, "Get out!" And the cat's like, "Okay."
So he accepts his fate. He leaves.
Yeah.
And then what was it? Oh, the kids just pretty much accept their fate.
Yeah, they're like, "Well, we're just gonna get fucked by our parents."
Sally goes like, "I'm gonna grab a mop.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try to do something."
Larry came out of like the sewer drain, by the way, because Larry like fell. Like, So we almost it almost looks like he dies.
Yeah,
but,
he
like,
kind of fell to his death.
Yeah.
With what it looked like, but then box closing, he falls out of a drain.
Yeah.
And they accept their fate, and they think, "Oh no, mom's here. We're gonna die." But it's actually the cat. He comes back,
busts down the wall. This giant
he's like, "Oh yeah!"
this giant cleaning machine
So,
causes even more fucking triviality and panic.
Yeah. And so, and the things are close behind him with their little machines.
Also, one of my favorite scenes with the Thing is when they pretend they're policemen, and they pull over Larry, and they're like,
he eats like the paperwork, or whatever, and then they gotta do a Heimlich.
Oh, they're great little mimes, great little clown mime characters.
They're good times.
They're all cleaning up, Oh yeah! And all the things are jumping around like.
Yep.
Quickly assembling and putting things back together.
Plaster, they're fixing up all the walls, the cracks, and everything. And before we know it, the house is back to normal.
Wow.
Joan gets in there.
Joan has her party.
Yeah. Well, Joan gets in and is like, "Oh, I love you kids." And then Larry's there is like, "You gotta marry me."
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Like, all right, we're done. Close the door. End of the movie. Everybody's happy.
And the only reason why they broke up is because he was all covered in purple schmutz.
That's right. That is right.
Yeah, I gotta say the end credit song to this one is such a fucking banger.
I don't even remember what the end credit song was.
It's like, "Please hand me a towel, Mr. Tangerine Speedo." It's pretty good.
I missed it, bro.
It's a fun little 2000s.
I do like the soundtrack
song.
in this film too. They got some fun little jams.
And yeah, that's the whole movie pretty much.
They're
just it's a whole lot of Mike Myers. I feel like Mike Myers is also he doesn't let go of the Austin Powers gimmick on his own.
Yeah.
He kind of transmutes that into this performance, and I feel like you can hear it a little bit sometimes.
You can definitely hear it.
Oh yeah,
yeah, baby. So I feel like every actor, at least in comedy, has their own shtick.
Yeah.
You know, like every Jack Black film he's just Jack Black. With and then you got Mike Myers doing his little Mike Myers.
He just does like crazy impressions.
And like Jim Carrey has his little thing. So definitely Mike Myers has his little signature, and you can see it clearly in this film. The thing is, though, it works.
Yeah, it works really well.
Yeah, I feel like it works.
He's an annoying piece of shit cat.
Yep. Annoying little...
He's just causing problems constantly.
Yeah. And
I also love at the end of the movie, he just walks out the house. Or like they're outside of the house just watching from the outside. Then they walk into the sunset.
Yeah, and they're talking like, maybe we should go to Hawaii. I have some notes. I was just kind of writing down everything I had in my head. I wrote down Humberflube. That was the
Mr.
boss.
Humberflube, yeah.
Love that name. And then another note I had was Mrs. Quorm. Oh my God, wood.
Wood.
That's all I wrote.
Yeah. There's that one scene where he ruins the Jones dress, and he's like, "Honey, it was ruined when she bought it."
Yeah.
I used to quote that all the time. My mom used to love it when I did that one. Yeah.
For personal little gesture.
Little gesture, yeah.
I kind of already touched upon what I wanted to touch upon.
Yeah. What did you think? I guess
it's such a little mindless like wonder.
It's like the kids movie I want. You know?
Yeah, it doesn't take itself seriously at all, and I think the casting was great too.
I think it's a great cast.
Mike Myers, you know, he is what he is, and that was a pretty good role for him. Alec Baldwin, really weird casting.
It was a strange choice, but I like it. You know, he plays a good creep in that movie.
Yep,
he did a good job. Mom is hot.
Joan is hot.
Miss Kwan is hot.
Miss Kwan is hot. Yep. All in all, though, this is a film I definitely would watch again.
I'd watch this one with my family.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would have it on all the time whenever it was on TV.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's gonna be it for me for the Cat in the Hat movie.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, please comment what another movie we can watch.
And like and subscribe.
We're gonna see you guys. We're gonna see you guys in the next video. So stay tuned. As always, sweet goodness.